Okay, this is Peter Arts. I live here at 64 Gales Drive at Haven New Providence apartment complex, and I live up those 13 steps in the upstairs apartment. Now, I'm going to take you on a walk to where I asked I be assigned a space because I've been diagnosed with chondromalacia and osteoarthritis in my knees, and as a result, the New Jersey Department of Motor Vehicles has issued me a handicapped placard. And on top of that, I'm a senior citizen. So let me show you where I asked to be assigned a spot and where the on-site management decided to put my spot. So just bear with me. I'm going to do a little bit of walking here. Yeah, I use a cane. That's why the state gave me a handicap placard, because I should not be walking much. Now, you see this parking lot here? If you look back there, see those twinkling lights? That's the patio in my courtyard, so you can see we're a bit away from there. This is the closest parking lot to my apartment. And as of November, that is next week, everybody's going to be assigned a specific spot, which is why all the spots are numbered. Now again, I'm a senior citizen. I have been diagnosed in the last month with chondromalacia and osteoarthritis in my knees. And as a result, the state of New Jersey has issued me a handicap placard. So this is where I asked, because of being a senior with those conditions, which make walking very difficult, that I be assigned a spot. Now I'll take you to where they want me to park. Been better, been worse. Thank you, though. You have a good one. Now, we're going to go there. But you see that white truck in the distance? And you see the garages behind it. There is a spot right between them in that very dimly lit place. And that is where they have put my spot. And you could see other than those couple lights on the garages at the other side, there's very little illumination. I'm using the low light lens on my camera. And you see here, this lovely dark spot, 82, all the way tucked here. This is what they feel is the right place to put a handicapped spot for a senior citizen. Now, we're gonna turn around and walk back. And again, the point, now you see in the distance where the bright light is, you can see the cars there. That's the parking lot that is closest to my apartment, where I specifically asked as far back as 4 months ago, and I have the emails to prove it, that I be assigned a spot. As soon as they had let us know that they were going to be assigning fixed spots. Sometimes I have to go up by my daughter's college. When that happens, I get back rather late. Ask yourself, should a senior with a handicap have to be all the way out here, walk all this distance? It's not a matter of having too many handicap spots, because every single person is going to have an assigned spot. So it doesn't need to even say handicapped, because it will be assigned to me in my apartment. But here's the joke. Young people with absolutely nothing wrong are getting these spots for the most part. There's such age discrimination in this complex by the management. I have seen over the 4+ years I've been here them do everything they can to push out older tenants, many of whom were here in excess of 10, 15, 20 years. Tomorrow, and again, take a look. I have to go through and then come back from the parking lot I asked to have a spot in order to get to that ridiculous place where they're trying to stick me. So tomorrow, I intend to contact AARP, and then depending on if they say to wait a couple days or not, I'll be heading to Union County Courthouse in Elizabeth to file suit. Discrimination against a handicapped person, discrimination against senior citizen. Let the games begin. Still going, still walking back.
Did that tell you where they put his parking spot? You got your parking spot?
No, it's where they want to put it.
Way
But
down here somewhere.
if you, now I've got a handicap placard coming from the DMV because my doctor gave me all the forms. I have chondromalacia and osteoarthritis in my knees. Can't walk much. 4 months ago, I let him know this. And I told him it needed to be in this first lot.
Right.
So Zach tells me today in an email, we have a great spot for you, 82. I go and I'm looking all over for it. If you go through this lot, all the way back till you get to the garages, It's the spot next to the furthest garage on the right. It's more than twice as far as walking. So what I did was I did drive-throughs both ways, made videos, and what I'm doing now is finishing a walkthrough from my apartment all the way up there and back. Hello, little one. You're on video too. And it all goes up on YouTube. And I'm going to share it with the Star Ledger. And after I do that, and AARP, and then I'm going to share it with Zach's boss's boss.
Good.
Pauline is a very nice lady.
I know Jan's been talking to her.
Oh, I know. I wonder where Jan got that information from. Must be one of those evil salespeople.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I've heard about that.
I didn't get my spot yet. I'm
I didn't either.
Friday. They're sending out the emails Friday.
Well, I'm writing him my email tonight that I have a handicap hang tag, and I want the first one right there.
Good luck.
But here's the
4
thing.
feet should have
It doesn't even have to be a handicap spot. And here's the thing. One of the arguments they made, well, you know, we need to have, you know, not everything a handicap spot. I said these are assigned permanent spots. It doesn't need to say handicapped because it's assigned to an apartment.
Right.
So that is an absolute rubbish argument. It doesn't have to say handicap. If it's my spot, it's my spot.
That's correct.
Plain and simple.
Right.
Who's going to know?
You and I should be in this first row. Right?
Well, the other thing also, I let his boss know. I said, now my intention is I'm going to talk to AARP first, but no later than Monday, go down to Elizabeth, file discrimination suit on against seniors and against handicapped people. I said, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a list of every person in every parking spot you assigned, their age, their health, and we're going to see where the seniors are, where the handicapped people are, where the ones who are both are. I said, I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I qualify as both. because
So they're
I'm
freaking.
62, right? And
You know?
I have my handicap tag.
After everything I went through with him with the friggin' air
Oh,
conditioning.
yeah. They could care less about anybody.
Well, no, Pauline made promises, and then he kept telling her, Zach kept telling her, no, I did it. And thank God, Glenn is very tight with her. And I said, Glenn, what the hell's going on? He's like, look, Pete, I got everything I need to do it. Zach will not give me permission. So I just sent an email to Pauline. I said, you need to talk to Glenn. Next thing I know, Glenn is, Pete, what do you want me to come over? Yeah, she found out that Zach was telling lies to her. She gave her word, and he said, oh, no, I took care of it.
And then we did.
Yeah, so,
I waited 20 days to have my radiators bled. So I went up there and I said to Zach, I said, listen, I'm a very reasonable person. I said, but you always seem to push my back against the wall. And then I come off like an ass because I come back at you. I said, so you have one more day before I start deducting a day's rent. I said, would you wait 20 days for the rent without repercussion to me? And he didn't answer. I said, of course
No.
you wouldn't. And you shouldn't. I
Well, the
said,
thing is,
but I shouldn't wait. And then whoever sent me the survey that they sent, and I went,